Hello! Hey there, I'm Vanessa. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new here, it's so nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be playing with some new makeup from Midas Cosmetics. Midas Cosmetics describes themselves as an Afro-Latina owned indie brand founded in 2018 by Rocio Nunez. The brand focuses on inclusivity and diversity by working with and giving a platform to a range of artists. Midas wants every person in every skin tone to feel loved, appreciated, and celebrated. I thought that was pretty amazing. So part of my goal here on my channel when I do makeup videos is to do my very best to have brands that are BIPOC owned as well as LGBTQ owned and women owned, so I can, do my part in supporting these businesses and these brands. I'm sorry, my dog is here with me. Raina, what are you doing? I'm gonna turn the camera. Do you see her? She's literally sticking her head out the window underneath the curtain. Ma'am, what are you doing? You're so silly. Anywho, so when Midas Cosmetics announced their collaboration with NeonMUA, who is a YouTuber and a makeup artist, I decided that I had to support. Along with picking up NeonMUA's Dusk to Dawn face palette in Noon, I also made a purchase for 2 eyeshadow palettes. One is Pumpkin Spice Latte palette. It's so cute. And I also ordered, I am so excited for this one. I'm really excited for the Pumpkin Spice, but Flower Bomb, this one, I'm really excited for. The pressed glitters in this, oh, I know a lot of people are doing fall looks right now. I'm not quite there yet. Yes, I know I'm wearing a sweater. I understand that it's September, but I'm trying to hold on to summer as much as I can because I did spend the majority of the last 6 months inside, as I'm sure some other people out there have. I've already done the base and my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and do an eye look first, so that gives me an excuse to show you the Flower Bomb palette. I'll show you the Pumpkin Spice palette too, just so that you have an idea of what it looks like. So the Pumpkin Spice palette is a quad. It's super duper cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So it's 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. I love for fall. It does not have a mirror in it, just so that you know. So it's cardboard. It's really light, nice. Looks like it would be easy to just throw in your bag if you're going anywhere or if you're traveling somewhere or on your way up to apple picking. Yes, you can do that safely and socially distanced, absolutely. Okay, and it has a magnetic closure that's really strong. It's fairly strong. I like that. It's not hard to open. It's pretty easy. In case anybody out there has any mobility issues and is worried about opening and closing this palette, it's very easy to open and close. Now, on to the main show, the Flower Bomb palette. She actually got here today. Wait for it, hold on. It does have a mirror, so I'm actually gonna turn it this way. What is all of this? Oh my goodness! It's just so pretty. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The main shadow I want to play with is a pressed glitter up here called Sunshine. That's the main one. That's the one for me today. I'm not gonna swatch all of them just because it's gonna take forever. But when I tapped it, it made a little indent. Okay. So Sunshine is a pressed glitter. I'm just gonna pop my finger in right up here. There is a mirror in this palette. It's pretty much the entirety of the palette, like the top part. So that's pretty nice. I did not apply a lot of pressure, and that's what came up. For the look, don't know what I'm gonna do. So I don't have a glitter glue, so I don't really know how I'm gonna work with the pressed glitters. Oopsie. I guess we'll see. I might try a wet brush, maybe just press it in with my finger. I should really just invest in a glitter glue. Thirsty. This is the only way I get my water intake and then some, because it's so fun to drink out of this huge pineapple. I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Midas Cosmetics Pero Primero Primer Eyeshadow Primer. Yes, I did do a video on the entire Spanglish launch from Midas Cosmetics. You can go ahead and check that video out in my Makeup Fun playlist. So I'm going to prime my eyes. Excuse me. Okay, So while I prime my eyes, I'm actually going to toss up some images of the products along with their pricing. So first item I'm going to toss up on the screen is the Pumpkin Spice palette, the eyeshadow quad. Next up I'm going to toss up on the screen is the Flower Bomb palette. There you go. It's a nice big palette. So many mattes, shimmers, and pressed glitters in there. I think it's a really good deal for everything that you're getting, along with the beautiful packaging and a nice hefty mirror. And the last but definitely not the least, this product that I'm going to toss up there is the face palette Dusk to Dawn by NeonMUA. 4 different variations for a variety of skin tones is available, and this is NeonMUA's first collaboration with Midas Cosmetics. This was released at the very beginning of August. Okay, eyes are primed. You know what? I'm feeling very peachy orange yellow. I do want to be able to play with both the Flower Bomb palette and the Pumpkin Spice palette, so we'll mix them both up. For the crease shade, I'm going to go in with Peony right up here. I'm going to go ahead and tap the brush in. Not a whole lot of fallout, not a whole lot of kick up. Pop that into the crease right in there. She's cute, she's soft. Seems relatively easy to build up. Crease shade is in. She was very easy to build up, very easy to work in there. Not mad at it. Next, oof. Trying to find a way to work sunshine in. I think I'm going to put the white on, and I think I'm going to put the yellow pressed glitter sunshine over it. I am nervous. Okay. Oh no. Oh my. Okay. Tap off any excess. All right, here we go. Do we want to zoom in for this? We might want to zoom in for this. Oh, there we go. The white is not difficult to work with. At all. At all, it's not. It does take some building up. I think if I went the advanced route and did like a cut crease with concealer, it would be a lot more starker. A lot more stark? Starker's not a word. A lot more stark. I am not at that level just yet. It is a little powdery. It does feel like there are little ghosts flying off of my eyelid, like wisps, like woo, just flying away. If you've been here before, you'll know that I am no makeup artist whatsoever, not in the slightest bit, not in this universe or any alternate universe. I just goof around with makeup. So if you're looking for pro tips, I am sorry to disappoint you. Okay, so the white's laid down, and now I'm curious to see how Sunshine's gonna do over it. Zoomed you back out just so that way we can see Sunshine. There she is, the pretty glitter right there, the yellow one. All right, I'm gonna zoom you in. We're gonna see how Sunshine does on top of the white. Okay, I've zoomed you back in. I'm gonna use, you know what? I'm gonna dampen my finger to apply Sunshine. Sunshine's being a little sparse with the finger application. I'm gonna try to use a dampened brush. Let's see. It does move around like putty in the pan when I press into it, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. Can you see that? She's not really cooperating. Okay. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I have to be doing it wrong. I'm gonna try a dry brush. The way it picks up, let me show you. It almost looks like a lip scrub. Oh, there flew a chunk. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but I could definitely see it when I was applying it. It just fell right off the brush. This is gonna take some time. Pardon me while I do this on this eye and then that eye. Oh, that was a mess. Okay. Again, I'm not using a glitter glue, so that could also be a huge part of why I'm having trouble. I feel like a glitter glue would help out a ton. So I'm doing the best I can with what I got though. So there is an orange reflect in this glitter. I love that. I love that for this look. Okay, so I finished putting on the yellow glitter. This is where we're at this point. It did take some time. It took some time and some very, very careful application and packing it on. But for not having a glitter glue, it's, you know, there's not as much, no, I didn't get really anything on my face. At least I can't see. I'm looking in the monitor right now. I can't really see any flyaway glitter on my face. So yeah. So far the matte, no issues there. The glitter, I think you need a glitter glue. It's a little bit like squishy, putty-like in the pan, so also be careful with that. Don't push too hard in the pan. Might get some of that shadow just spilling out of the pan. Really, this is just an excuse to play with the Pumpkin Spice Latte eyeshadow quad. But next, I'm going to dip into that quad, and this might be a little outrageous, but I want to brighten the outer corner with a double shot right over here. Tap, tap, tap the brush in. Oh, okay. Showing up to the party loud and proud. Listen, don't ever let anybody tell you that you're too much. Life lesson. Oh my gosh. I just looked in the monitor. I was like, wowzas. Okay. I appreciate. All right. I feel like I'm going to look like a bird at the end of this. I'm holding on to summer, okay? I love me a pumpkin spice latte just as much as the next person. Maybe more. But I don't like how we've been robbed of a real summer this year. Holy cannolis. This is nice. Oh my gosh. I really like this. Wow. This shadow, that yellow pressed glitter with the orange reflex in there, my goodness. I look like I'm ready to go somewhere. Wowee kazowie. All right. So as I'm putting double shot and blending it kind of like very gently over the glitter, because I had a feeling that I was going to start flicking some glitter off of the lid. That's what's starting to happen. Again, a glitter glue. Glitter glue, glitter glue. Get yourself a glitter glue for those pressed glitters. Wow. 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 All I have to say about, like, holy OMG, this, as if I needed another reason to like anything pumpkin spiced. Just, I'm gonna be looking into the other quads because, I mean, I have to have more of it. I'm gonna finish off the eyes and do the lower lash line with Iced from the Pumpkin Spice palette. And I think I'm going to go over that with a shimmer. Then I'm going to do Blossom as the shimmer over Iced. So this is Iced. Like, that barely took any effort, honestly. Just barely tap the brush in there and, like, just... Now I'm going to do a shimmer over the lower lash line, just a little bit, I think just from the inner corner. Or maybe I'll just put it in the inner corner. With Blossom right down here, this pretty peachy shimmery shade. I kind of like. The brow bone seems a little bare. I think I'm going to use the highlight from the NeonMUA face palette, the Dusk to Dawn palette for the brow bone. So we'll get back to that. Next, ooh. All right, so let's look at Noon. Ooh, look at that. The palette is 4 pans and it is a highlighter, blush, contour, and bronzer in the palette. So this was formulated for light medium skin tones. It's meant to be buildable as well as diffusible in the case that you go a little heavy-handed. I did the responsible thing for this because I did not want to do wrong by this. I have dipped into it once before and I did think it performed really well. I did not use the appropriate brushes, so I wanted to make sure that for this, for you, for me, for NeonMUA, who poured his heart and soul into this collection, I did right and I got the right tools. So I got some new brushes. So I got this blending and bronzing brush from EcoTool. I got this Real Techniques 400 brush for blush and cheek products. And this next one I'm very nervous about. I'm gonna actually open it up here with you. It is a contour brush from e.l.f. I'm gonna see how beginner friendly the contour powder is. because I don't contour. So I think first you're supposed to do the contour. We're already off to a rough start, aren't we? Oh my. Dipping the contour brush into the contour shade. Got some on there. Very light to start because, again, I've never done this before. Okay, so we started off pigmented, but you know what? When I got a little nervous there because I was a little scared, diffused very easily. I am not as scared anymore. I'm just gonna do a super soft contour. She showed up. Okay, I'm gonna contour along the jawline right around here. Let's see how that goes. Okay, here we go. It's a really good, like, shadowy shade though, like, from what I can tell. Oh my, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Like, you can see a more sculpted look on this side versus this side. Whoa! Makeup is incredible. All right, I'm gonna go with the highlight next. I'm gonna dip into the highlight right here. She's a very pretty, like, champagne-y highlight. Pop her on here. I like it. I usually go more towards like warmer highlights, but I like that this works for a lot of different undertones. I like it. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm gonna do the other side. Wow. It's very like glassy skin. I like it. So before I forget, like I mentioned earlier, I am gonna go in with the highlight from the Dusk to Dawn palette and put it on my brow bone, just so I don't forget later. Oh, I almost forgot to highlight my nose. OMG. So I did put on a little bit of highlight on my nose and on my Cupid's bow because I still like to do that. All right, next, oh, that magnet is strong. Next is bronzer. So I'm gonna use my new Eco Tools bronzing brush for this. Just tap, tap, tap her in. Oh, okay, a little powdery, a little bit more powdery than the contour and the highlighter so far. Just tap off the excess, back in the pan because I paid for this. Wow, that was super easy. I mean, I went a little overboard down here, so I'm gonna have to soften that up with the powder brush. But my goodness, I want some more. Give me more. Well, don't you just show up. Oh, oopsie. I went too hard. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Wow, that was... I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared there, but the way that blended out so easily, just a little bit of, you know, brushing it out. I'm super impressed. This is a very beginner friendly face palette. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. My goodness, the ease of use is just remarkable. And I've used this before, but I felt like the brush that I used before didn't make it this easy. An actual fluffy brush that's meant for face powders, this is the way to go. I used a stippling brush before. You've seen it in my last couple of videos. It's like a little elf brush. It's not made for this. But this brush, I am quite pleased with. The brush, the bronzer, just all of it. Okay, all right, just soften that up a little bit right down here. Last for the face is the blush. I'm gonna go in with that new Real Techniques blush brush. Now the blush in this palette, from what I can tell, has, let me put it up here. It has like the, oh, can you see? It has like the slightest bit of shimmer. It's like a peachy blush. Dipping this brush right in here. Got some on the brush. Oh, got a hair on my face. Smile. Look at the pretty flush on the cheeks. Oh my gosh. How pretty. So nice. So just easy is just the word of the day. Like, easy is the word for this palette. Just easy to work with. I love it.
That was easy.
Because I get scared by these things, especially trying new things from a brand I've never tried anything from before. Put a little bit on the nose there. a little along the forehead and on the chin. How, like, excuse me, Neon? Darius. Yes, I'm calling you by your given name. Who gave you the right? And I am glad that they did, because this, anybody that's listening or watching or cares or is interested in the slightest, this palette is worth every penny. Every penny. I will also share with you that Midas Cosmetics does have Afterpay available as an option. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna take my headband off because I think the face is done. I forgot to spray everything down. Rip. That's okay. I'm gonna spray everything down now. Use my Makeup Forever Fix and Mist right over here, because I don't want this stuff going anywhere. Okay, so far, thoughts. That Dusk to Dawn face palette. Love the Pumpkin Spice Latte eyeshadow quad. Also loving so far. And the Flower Bomb palette. I like the colors. I think it's very exciting and a lot of fun. However, I would say definitely be prepared for those pressed glitters. Okay, I'm gonna throw on a lip. I'm gonna pop on lashes and mascara. BRB. One moment. Okay, so lashes on, mascara on. I'm trying on a new lash today, so, you know, still getting the feel for it. Just gonna pop on a lip. And I'm going to pop on a orange gloss. This is from Tower 28, and it's in the shade Fire. It's their Shine On Lip Jelly. So this is the look. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in. So my camera battery died, but that did give me a chance to wear this for a little bit. Everything seems to be doing pretty well. I really thought that I was gonna look like a mess at this point without a glitter glue, but not really. No, I mean, you might see like a stray glitter here or there, but for the way that the glitter came out of the pan onto my fingers, onto the brush, and onto the lid, this is like more than what I could have asked for. Without a glitter glue, I'm very pleased, honestly very pleased. That Pumpkin Spice palette, oof. While the camera battery was charging, I hopped onto their website just to see if they had any more of the quads available. One of them that I would have really liked, the Matcha Latte one, is sold out, but they do have another one that's like berry tones. That's called Decaf. Yes, it's called Decaf. That one is still available at the time of filming, and hopefully by the time of posting it's also available. Pumpkin Spice Latte is sold out. I'm sorry to tell you, I really hope that those come back, because that quad is just superior. S tier. Let's wrap it up, and I just want to say this face palette is the easiest thing to use. NeonMUA and Midas Cosmetics teaming up for this face palette. I didn't mention it earlier, but a big part of the campaign when they were promoting this palette and announcing it is that this is bigger than makeup. And they're right, it is bigger than makeup. To make 4 different face palettes that work for a very wide variety of skin tones and undertones. And on top of that, a brand teaming up with a black beauty boy. Like, my goodness, I love it so much. There was no way that I wasn't going to support this palette. And so easy to use, so easy to use. And I am a noob when it comes to contouring. There's only so many good things that can be said about this palette, and only good things. If you want to check out NeonMUA yourself on YouTube, I'll link his channel down below, and I'll pop a card up here as well. And I hope that you'll check out Midas Cosmetics too. If there are any other Black, Indigenous, person of color owned, or women owned, or LGBTQIA+ owned brands that you think should get some love on YouTube and that you think I should be adding into my collection, please drop those suggestions down below, because I am all about supporting the communities. And if you liked what you saw today, subscribe. Come hang out with me again. I hope you had a good time with me. I know I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Formulated 2 variations. Did I say 2? I said 2, right? 2. Oh, I got a little bit of a mess going on here. Alright, I thought I was recording and I was not. I'm sure anybody that's ever done this before can relate to that struggle. You're recording, right? Not me knocking over my tripod. Raina's been here the whole time. Who's been here the whole time? Hi, Riri. Bye, Riri.